Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Alan Wake running on my computer, which isn't haunted and never has any kind of technical problems at all. Let's just pick up right where we left off, shall we? Hey, y'all like Twin Peaks?
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The dark presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
Everything continues to work perfectly. Nobody noticed that. It's all fine. And listen, I get where he's coming from. The causal relationships between everything are completely fucked.
Thank you. Welcome. We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. And as usual, our house band, Old Gods of Asgard, is here. Taking it away, you crazy Vikings!
Was I on a talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids.
Okay.
Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
That television wants to talk to us, of course. But you know, it's got to be very confusing. Like, he wrote Alex Casey, but also Alex Casey is played by Sam Lake, who is or at least, halfway played by Sam Lake, who is the guy who wrote Alan Wake in the first place. And it's all very confusing for him.
I felt a strange pull toward the TV.
Oh, I hear you. I saw the prompt. Everybody saw the prompt. This is the Old Gods, of course. Pretty weird kind of band for a late night talk show. Honestly, I'd probably watch more of them if more of them had metal bands on. I guess the Old Gods are. I mean, this is debatably metal, right? Soft end of the metal range, hard end of the rock range. It's all very confusing. I guess let's have a look.
Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down.
I gotta be honest with you. At first, I thought that was maybe Al Roker.
Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man. That is spot on. Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Man, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. Half expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello?
Okay, well, we have a health bar and an ammo counter, so I'm expecting
Something's not right here.
some things right away here.
To Alice.
It's weird that scene was kind of like half volume, but also, like, I love how much fun they are having with this thing that they are doing. Also, it's kind of cool that we woke up at the end of the couch, like, as though we had been the first guest and then, had moved down. The rest of the show happened. We just don't remember it. It's not like it went from that moment to the end. That's a nice little detail. So I guess let's just be really careful. We could head back to where the green room presumably is. Or wait, would it have been through that curtain? I bet we can't open that curtain. But, like, let's have a look around the studio a little bit more before we do that. Can we get down into the seats? Am I allowed? Here we go. Okay. The answer is kind of not really. Alright, you know, just being thorough. I'm no longer a detective, but I am a writer of detectives, so it's still a good habit. The old gods leave me anything? They've been so helpful in the past. Alright. Guess not. A lot of ominous shadows back here.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
You know what? I'm allowed to close this door. I'm just gonna... There we go. Exerting control over my environment. This just goes into that room we were already in. I'm gonna leave all the doors behind me closed so that it is harder to sneak up on me.
Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
I wonder how much of Alan's time... It's cute. Usually I hear people say 7. I wonder how much of time, Alan's time before going into the lake, he's lost. Because it seems like he does not really remember the Andersons.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Dr. Darling! My Interpretation of Many Worlds by Dr. Casper Darling. Who is... Oh, there's something with his actor, too. I can't remember. There's something about Casper Darling's actor, like, played some important role in Alan Wake as well. It was like for a voice or something. I don't remember. Okay. Well, I do not have that yet.
Hey!
Sorry, I
I think I've been locked in.
I absolutely have seen a 3-digit code, haven't I?
Now I have to find the code myself.
What am I doing?
Great.
In my brain, I just filed it away as a cute little joke, and immediately forgot about it, apparently.
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out.
We are going to touch the TV,
What's that?
but, you know...
A message? Impossible to say.
Oh, it's not a TV to be touched. It's just a TV to be looked at very briefly. My desire to search the environment. Sometimes counterproductive. This feels very much like the back hallways of the old house in some ways. Or the oldest house, rather. So fresh. Who doesn't love a good limu? Oh, Alan's moving like he's got a flashlight and a gun already. We must be close.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
The red light, not usually a good sign.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about writing here for countless days.
Okay, a little bit of something about this story.
A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far. But other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Okay, so they're gonna mirror this mechanic across the characters. That's really interesting. At the talk show, I had thought I was home in New York, but none of it had felt right. I was trapped in the dark place, a nightmare beyond our world. The writer's room was my safe haven. My writing affected what was outside. I was trying to write a story to escape this place. The story was called Initiation. With the story I wrote, I projected myself out to look for a way to escape. I had tried many times.
I had to write more.
All right, Ellen, hold on. Failed. This place made me forget. Everything Dor had said had felt true. Was that part of my writing, or coming from somewhere else? Okay, I mean, listen, I love to write to escape. There's a sound coming from our left somewhere here. Doesn't seem to be coming from this, so I guess let's have another conversation with Mr. Dor. Or not. Apparently
I couldn't
not.
leave. This wasn't the way out.
Okay, well then don't make spooky noises over there, making me think I'm supposed to be paying attention to it.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out. This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. A real treat for all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. The best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this!
Boy, that's interesting. Like I said, it's good they're having fun. Alright, so I'm expected to just do that. Yeah, there's nothing else in here to interact with. Okay, fair enough. Let's hit it.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing that shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great! Murder Case Casey! Great job, Sam! Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
And here I thought it was going to be me taking control of the situation. I wonder how many times over the years Sam Lake has been asked to do the face. Right? Like, probably in literally every interview he's ever given in his capacity as, you know, the writer for the studio. But also just, like, at parties and shit. Like, you got to get tired of it, right? You have to have... as a person who makes stuff, who makes art, and is, like, disproportionately known for a single thing, I imagine you have to have, like, a pretty complicated relationship with that thing. I'm thinking back to some interview that I saw Tay Zonde do, the Chocolate Rain guy, where he talked about this. He is actually a really smart and well-spoken dude. This actually does not lead back to that same room we were in, although I thought it led back to the part that we could already get to, but that is actually definitely a different space. Can we get into the dressing room still? We can. Also, I can put my whole arm through the wall. Allie got strong, apparently. It wasn't doing that before, right? So 665, but it's also flashing 565 at us. Okay, this appears to be the same. There was another bit of text visible there for just a moment. That's curious. I wonder if that was this text, but it just hadn't positioned correctly. Like they instantiated the text before placing it or something. Or if it was some other weird little bug that caused a flash of text, because I'm sure it wasn't anything intentional. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not rocket science. Is the TV gonna... Nope. Okay. That's fine. You know, if there isn't going to be any actual, like, gunplay or anything, they've done a really good job of using the elements of the mechanical world, putting that counter on screen, making me feel really uneasy and on edge. It's a clever trick. Yep, no surprises there. Oh. Okay.
Hello?
Can I open it from this side? Yes. Cool. Okay, well, apparently I've given up on keeping all the doors closed. That does sound a little familiar, doesn't it? Alright, hold on. Plot, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, this looks like it could actually be a thing, though. Is the bathroom going to be weird? Is the bathroom going to do stuff to us? can't open this door. Remember when I thought Alan had gotten strong? Perhaps not. Well, I mean, we can see over the doors anyway, right? Thanks to the magic of perspective. We know that there is nothing to interact with anyway. I could really use some assistance. My friend!
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse the soup.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsoppa, a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face.
Huh.
I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
Better than someone with no face at all, right? I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to see... I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's just continue. I do feel, you know, honestly, I feel a lot more secure knowing Ahti is here. Okay, maybe we're going to be spending some time in the talk show studio here. Alright, so back to the basement door. So we're headed for the clicker, right? But I still don't exactly know what the plan is with that whole thing. I was never clear on precisely what the clicker, I mean, obviously it gets used for a thing, but... Huh. We get a UI element pointing us to flickering lights. That's interesting. Put myself back here in the dark on purpose, because I'm very smart.
An old lamp in a shoebox.
Oh,
Was this what the janitor had left for me?
not the clicker at all. It's that lamp that Sam
Lamp
slash
felt
Alex was talking about.
significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness. I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed, like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
Okay, this is neat.
I felt another surge from the lamp. The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
I'm actually really curious. Is the old light chain linked off from us now, or... No, okay, we can still get back here. I was just wondering if the sort of like the dark would close things up behind us necessarily. I think I kicked like a paint can or something. Scared the shit out of myself. The Harry Garrett Show. That's cute that they let you see that there's nothing behind it. Alright, so now that I'm on this side of the fence, I take the light back out and now it goes somewhere? Indeed. Out of curiosity... Okay, no, like the space on this side of the light movement is actually sensible. This is fun. They're doing cool things with it. I sort of wonder, like with the light back in there. Okay, yeah, that's just bricked off. Well, I probably need the light. I should probably make sure we take it with us. But this was cool. This was a cool, interesting little test to run. You know, Alan Wake's doing science over here. So with the light in hand... Okay, no, this is still just a window that leads nowhere. This doorknob... Okay, where are we? Map me. Alright, so I'm here. That door leads to the exit. The stairs lead back to a first floor shortcut. Okay, so that might be the kind of thing that needs to be opened from this side to be available in the future, potentially. Actually, no, this definitely does not lead to a first floor shortcut. Unless
I needed to find another way out.
The definition of first is somewhat different than I'm expecting. This is a little bit of an American thing. I think a lot of places in the world define first floor differently than Americans do. And I'm never sure when I'm playing a game that's made in another place. I'm never quite sure which definition they're using.
Place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember. The clicker. The light switch. I lost it. But I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare.
Okay.
Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror real. It feeds off my mind. Twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral in the darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, and the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean, that's not an ocean. And a lake, that's not a lake.
It's a salient question. Okay, this is going to be another song. We're going to go ahead and skip that. I hope those songs aren't terribly, like, narratively significant or anything. And it's not that the music's bad or anything. It's just, I don't know if that's exactly scintillating television for all of you out there in internet land. You know what? Give me a manual save. Why not? We have an empty slot left. Okay, so now we have this. And I guess we're armed with a little bit of information. I think I generally want to be walking around with the light in my lamp if I can be. Okay, all right, Alan. Take it down a notch. I tapped F a little bit early there, and he interpreted that as a slightly more violent move than I intended. So... yeah, I didn't think so. I guess let's see what else we can do. What if I mean, this is here for a reason, right? The ability to drop the light off exists for a reason. If I leave the light behind and I come up here, is it any different, I wonder? We're sort of like two different versions of the studio. I'm not scared of a broom. Who'd be scared of a broom? Okay. So let's take a second and look at our map. There's supposed to be an exit on that side of the room. Did I just miss it? It looked like... I mean, it would have been behind the TV, I guess. Is there a way around in the version of the room that has... oh, yeah. I gotta stop, like, just taking on the mapping of the areas when we initially walk in, because you move the light around and everything's different. Oh, hey.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
It really is like the Matrix. You know, Alan has some egg energy, actually. I really see that. That makes a lot of sense to me. They wouldn't dare.
Hello?
Alan Wake?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
No? Who is this?
We'll get to that later. There are spies all over. Shadows.
A sense of deja vu washed over me. Had I had this conversation before?
Alan, listen to me carefully. Caldera Street Station, the subway. You need to go there. I'll call you again later. Make sure to pick up.
Do I know you? I know you from somewhere.
You've just forgotten again. We're in this together. Don't worry. I got you now. We've been working great.
I'm losing you. Hello? Hello?
So yeah, just go below sea level in the caldera, you know?
The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
Okay, that's a person shape, vaguely. Just gonna maybe stay away from that. I was really not expecting an area this open.
The Caldera Street station sign was there, but the entrance was missing.
Yeah, I need a light.
I had to make it appear. Maybe I could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance. The lamp was dead in my hand. I needed to find a light for
Right,
it.
the flickering ones are not strong enough to pull from. We have to feed them. That's pretty strong looking. I don't know. Arbitrarily this way? Is that a map over there? Okay. Alan, get off the street.
Underwriter, my right. Writing is the key. Art. Underwriter, my right. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. Don't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. In the dark place, I'm outside time and space, outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things. To stop me, to devour me, become me.
Huh. It's weird how quiet those are, too. Alright, kind of a lot of whispering over here. It's cute. Yeah. You know, environmental narrative, but in a place where the whole environment was invented by your own brain, arguably. Or like, you know, the dark place is an entity, right? It has some agency. This world is feeling pretty altered to me. Nazareno's Pizzeria. My girlfriend designed a board game recently that uses one of these, like, you know, she looked at so many, like, cheap pizza place signs that have, like, a fake Italian chef to try to get, like, the vibe right. Yeah, the cult of the word. Who doesn't love the cult of the word? Not of the tree, of the word.
Is this the way it was on the page?
What the hell? Oh, hey. We met at Door's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey, looking into a murder.
Come on, what is this?
There's a piece of evidence, a manuscript of a novel. You wouldn't know anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript? I need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim? Stay here.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
Casey!
Damn it.
Okay, well, it is a profoundly bad idea to go down there, but also, what else am I gonna
I
do?
had to follow Casey.
No, I hear ya.
I
I'm
needed that light.
also I'm familiar with narrative structure. I just
I remember dying in this alley in a dream I had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really want to know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective. I had a light now. I needed to get back to the subway station entrance.
Yeah, I mean, of course, right? Don't write, don't write, don't write. It's actually really... Man. This is really interesting. I'm having a good time.
It won't be opened on the side.
Okay, an interesting way to put that. Wait, what is written over that? Oh, it's just you lost her written over the you die here's. It's interesting, like, the fact that there's both graffiti that's urging us onward and graffiti that's obviously designed to demoralize, and sort of like the ratio of those things. And well, shit. Let's just...
Shit. With the alley in darkness now, restless shadows block my way.
Okay, they're not combat elements, at least not yet. Oh, never mind.
The shadows faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. With the glowing flashlight, I could hunt them. I can
Okay.
use the light to open the subway entrance now.
Yeah, let's just try to be a little bit careful, shall we? Very limited ammunition. So is there a spot over here to plant the light, or do I want to put it in that over there? It's like, where exactly is the entrance supposed to be? Is it... Okay, that's the subway kiosk. So yeah, we want to... There we go. Forgive me my little bit of confusion about exactly where the thing would be. I've never lived in a place that actually has subways. Or really functional public transportation at all. Because the thing about Southeast Michigan is this is where all of the... well, not all, you know, but there's a lot of American...
I need to find another light to go deeper inside.
All right, Alan, calm down. There's a lot of American car company activity here. You know, Ford's got a big plant, and like, and those companies have together exerted an awful lot of force on our municipal governments. So, you know, we don't. Why not just own a car? Why doesn't just everybody purchase a car, right? All right, we did see that there was another light. But unfortunately, it means that in some ways we have even worse public services than a lot of American cities, and that's really saying something. So specifically, don't write return. That's interesting. All right. Figured there would be a map around here somewhere. The water pouring off of the bridge with the very yellow lighting. I mean, they really are trying hard to evoke the visual cues of parts of the Matrix here. It's interesting to call it out in the dialogue and then do that.
It was locked from the other side.
Okay, presumably we'll figure that whole deal out eventually. This is very fucked up. Hitting the hard edges of the area, I guess. Ooh, okay. All right.
The dark place wouldn't let me go that way.
Yeah, too dark of a place. All right, let's do the thing we're actually supposed to do.
Fence.
A lot of hostile noises around here. Well, I don't suppose Alan's athletic enough to just, like, climb over this stuff. Because, like, you could fit a man through that space. That's no problem. I mean, that arrow seems pretty straightforward, but... Yeah, this is a cool area. I kind of just want to, like, wander around and look at stuff forever, but I suppose we should try to plot. Okay, so how am I supposed to interact with this? Doesn't seem like I actually have... Okay, I have a button for turning off the flashlight. Ow. Light back on. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, turning off the light's a bad idea. Big surprise. I really wish I could just, like, climb a little bit. Ellen's complete inability to maneuver, I guess, makes a certain amount of sense for him being a writer. Straight up. But, like, he's, you know, he is just like a guy. He's just like a human man. And I feel like a human man could just climb up the wall there, right? Or just, like, fit into that space, which is very obviously... okay, so is there a fire escape to be scaled around here? There's all this scaffolding, but I don't see a way up onto any of it. This was securely closed. Let's actually have a look at our map. Okay, so we're trying to get in to this area back here. There's a locked door there. There's an indication of a door over here that I did not try. Also locked, it turns out, so update that on our notes. Locked door there. Container that I apparently missed. Oh yeah. Look at that. Apparently I have no interest in the bottle. Oops, not tab, control. Okay. Good to have. So we know this is locked. There's a big question mark down Draft Street. Wheeler, Ocean. What's Cord? Because they obviously, like, a lot of these words have relationships to the thing that was going on with Alan's whole deal. And Draft Street ain't exactly rocket science to figure out, but I don't remember a person named Cord or... Okay. Light will show you the way. Well, it's not doing a spectacular job of that right now. There is on the map, there's a little... Oh, I guess that's inside the building. We're going to need to be able to get through this door before we can worry about that. Well, I guess let's just run down Draft Street a little bit. I'm curious about the big yellow circle here. Actually, can I just pull the light out of here for a moment? Because, like, we don't need the entrance to exist right at this moment. Might be useful. Yeah. Okay, this is the thing I was missing. I need to move that light since we weren't making use of it anyway. Would have been a good place to hide some supplies, right? That one said my name. It was too significant. Okay, I hate to think I'm wasting flashlight, but, you know. Sometimes they seem really solid. Okay, that's extremely welcome. I'm sure we're supposed to go up there, but let's just look around a little bit more first. Oh, interesting. So this will lead down into the building area over here. I don't know if this is forward or not. But we do know that there is a question mark.
Careful now.
Okay, some of them... It's very difficult to know which ones are going to fade as we approach and which ones require the boost. So wait, this seems like the way actually forward then. So let's go take a look. That ladder might just lead to extra supplies or something.
I had written books about Alex Casey for years. Something lingered here. A line from a half-forgotten story.
Huh.
Rain tried to wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos. Bruises in my soul. Scar tissue on my heart. The rain never stopped falling. And I never stopped drinking.
Huh. Okay, well, I don't exactly know what the utility of having resolved that sort of like lingering, echoing thought is, but it's probably something, right? There's probably some good reason to have done that. If y'all could just like fuck off and leave me alone, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Got places to be, shoulders to... smash into doors. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting that their solidity from a distance doesn't seem to correspond with like danger or anything in particular. It's just, you know, they're here to upset you. They're here to set you off guard. Think it's coming from up there? Oh wait, that's a cooler with stuff in it. That's probably worth using right now. Huh.
Hello?
Oh. Hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met. Tim Breaker. We've shared notes. Hey, I've made some progress on the map if you want to take a look. I still haven't found my mystery man, though.
Who's this mystery man?
Oh, it wouldn't be much of a mystery if I knew.
That's fair, I guess.
All I have is a name. Warland Dorr.
The talk show host?
No. No, that doesn't sound like him. The guy has many disguises, but a talk show host? No. I'll keep looking.
Warlin, huh?
You're making a map.
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though. I keep ending up in unexpected places. I find interesting things like those strange markings that react to the light, but never the one thing that I'm looking for. Feel free to check the map out. Oh, I've been stockpiling supplies while I poke around. If you find a stash, take anything you need.
I appreciate the help.
Like, really, a lot. Very, very much. Okay, so I mean, this is not... I was kind of hoping it would put like a bunch of extra stuff on our map. That's the echo that we saw already, right? No, the echo that we saw already was here. Was up this ladder. So that's... Okay. More echoes to come. Oops, there we go. Stepped out to the wrong level of reality.
Oh, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things. Don't judge me.
I'll trade you walls any day.
Remember, I was at the morgue. I was about to give the evidence to the FBI. Dorr transported me here to this dream reality. Why? Okay, so he's more or less intact. He knows what's happening. The redheaded woman. Oh, could we possibly be so lucky? Me, but not me. Dreams, others, aliens, UFOs, polyhedrons. Missing time. No memory until now. Okay, so maybe he did lose his memory for a while, but now he's... That's an interesting order to express those pieces of text in, given their actual spatial orientation. And then here we got, I mean, Mr. Dorr. Well, this is very, very interesting. And also, I am going to help myself to this stuff. It's cool that he said it was cool, but I would have done it anyway, and we all know that. All right, you know, it's a big, dark, scary city out there, and I think before we step back out into the rain, this is where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This is so rad. I'm having such a good time here. I hope you are as well. And when you come back next time, we will continue to seek the rest of our mind and whatever else happens to be out here. And we'll see you then.